The Battle of Stirling Bridge on the 11th of September 1297. William Wallace and Andrew de Moray controlled most of northern Scotland. Edward I of England ordered an army into Scotland to reclaim the territory lost to the rebels. Stirling was the gateway to the Highlands and provided the only safe crossing point to the north of Scotland. This was via a narrow wooden bridge. The English soldiers began to cross the bridge, signalling the start of the battle. As soon as the English soldiers crossed the bridge, they were trapped on three sides by the loop of the river. The Scottish Schiltron advanced and blocked their escape route north. The river is wide with deep muddy banks, and with the water rising, many men and horses drown. At some point the wooden bridge collapsed. The English forces, unable to cross the bridge, watched in horror as their men are slaughtered. Well, hello again, and welcome back to the channel. I bet you're wondering what this is all about in this video. Well, it's a wee trip on the bike around my local area and taking in some historical landmarks. We've just been to where the site of the Battle of Stirling Bridge, and up on the hill we can see the Wallace Monument, which was built in recognition of the achievements of William Wallace. We're going to head on up to Sheriff Muir, where again there was another battle, the Battle of Sheriff Muir. I'll tell you a wee bit more about that once we get there. We'll also be travelling on some really nice wee country roads, which is ideally suited to the Royal Enfield. So sit back and relax and enjoy this little adventure with me. Coming round this corner, we come into the Hillfoots and the Hillfoots Hills, an area that I've lived in all my life and still think it's a beautiful area. We're going to turn in here at Logie Kirk. And head up into Sheriff Muir. This is an interesting wee road to ride up. Perfect Royal Enfield territory. Oh, look at the old kirk in there, that's beautiful. I think we'll do a wee turn round and have a wee look at that. So here we are at this historic old Logie Kirk. And although I've lived in this area my whole life, I've never actually been through this little gate, the old Logie Kirk. Well, I've lived here my whole life and I have never ever been in there. That was an interesting little place.
round the hairpin bend. And we wind our way higher and higher. What a fabulous little bike this is for this kind of terrain. I'm not exactly sure where the actual battlefield is. It's not been marked, I don't think. There's no markings up here, there's no signs that I know of. But it was up here somewhere, on this moor, the Battle of Sheriff Muir. It's a good road, this one. There's grass in the middle of it. Haha. This little house is claimed to fame. When I was younger, it used to be an inn, the Sheriff Muir Inn, which was a great wee place to come for a beer and a meal. It's now a private house, but at that time it was actually owned by Andy Robbins. And if you remember, Andy Robbins had Hercules the bear, which he used to wrestle. And Hercules used to live round the back. Here is an enclosure, and a wee lovely little home was built for Hercules. So when you came up for a beer, you could wander around the back and go and see Hercules. It was amazing. Happy days. It's a shame it's not still a pub. I would imagine the battle was actually up here, on this wild and barren moor.
The Battle of Sheriff Muir. Although the kingdoms of Scotland and England had been united since 1707, not all Scots were happy with the marriage. In particular, the Jacobites, supporters of the House of Stuart, sought to exploit the general unrest within Scottish society. When, in 1714, George I was proclaimed King of Great Britain and Ireland, John Erskine, Earl of Mar, began to raise a Jacobite army in an attempt to return James Francis Edward Stuart, the old pretender to the throne. In response, a combined government force of Scottish and English regiments, commanded by the Duke of Argyll, was dispatched to confront the rebels. The two armies finally met each other on the 13th of November 1715 at Sheriff Muir to the east of Dunblane. Although the Highland forces of the Jacobites greatly outnumbered those of the government by almost 2 to 1, Mar was not an experienced military commander. In contrast, the government army comprised of well-trained regular troops led by a seasoned commander. In the inconclusive battle that followed, both sides left the field claiming victory.
The little Enfield is really at home in these surroundings. He just loves exploring little back lanes and back roads. It's not fazed by road surfaces or undulations. The heather is looking absolutely stunning at the side of the roads. We're starting to come down off the moor now. It's coming to an end. Getting back to civilization. Well, this is the end of this wee run over Sheriff Muir and taking in some of the local historic locations. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, why don't you subscribe to the channel? Click the bell notification icon and you'll be informed when I upload some new videos. I'm back to the main road. Oh dear. Dual carriageways. Royal Enfield doesn't like them very much, but we won't be on them for long. So anyway, bye for now everybody. I hope you've enjoyed the video. So it's goodbye from me and the little Enfield. Bye for now.